If you've spent any time on YouTube lately, you've probably seen the tutorials. They all promise the exact same outcome, a massive passive income using entirely faceless AI channels. The pitch is tempting. You don't need to buy a camera or record your own voice, and apparently you need absolutely zero editing skills to get started. Just type a prompt, and the machine does the rest. These guides specifically target high RPM niches. These are categories where advertisers are willing to pay top dollar to reach a very specific, motivated audience. But before you sink hundreds of hours into generating scripts and synthetic voices, you have to ask yourself a hard question. Are you building a resilient, long-term digital business? Or are you just exploiting a platform loophole that YouTube is about to close? The barrier to entry might not cost you any money up front. The real cost is the hidden risk of committing your time to a fragile strategy that can be wiped out overnight by a platform update. This chart maps the actual production effort against platform defensibility, meaning how safe the channel is from being demonetized. Gurus sell low-effort methods as the ultimate sweet spot, high longevity and safety. But in reality, these drop straight down into the high danger zone. This is algorithmic peril. It's the constant threat having your content silently suppressed because it lacks human curation, original thought, or real educational value. If you want to capture those high ad rates without risking a permanent ban, you have to move to the right side of the board. You have to trade the illusion of AI shortcuts for the reality of creative friction. This matrix shows our first viable option, the storyteller play. This approach focuses on writing 8 to 15-minute cinematic narratives. To make this work, you generate highly specific AI visuals and write deep, researched scripts to recreate historical environments, like the ancient centers of learning at Nalanda. You use the AI to visualize places viewers can't easily visit, detailing the rugged geography and strategic choke points of famous conflicts like the Battle of Haldigati. This model also works incredibly well when applied to deeply rooted cultural and religious epics. In India alone, devotional content drives billions of views, providing a massive built-in audience for mythological storytelling. Because the content is evergreen, history doesn't expire, and the runtimes are long, you can place multiple mid-roll ads throughout the video. That combination yields a very high payout that continues over years, not just weeks. But here is the required trade-off. Getting accurate period details requires intense historical fact-checking and highly advanced prompt engineering. There is zero room for laziness here. If you just throw unedited, generic-generated images over a basic script, you end up with a robotic slideshow. Viewers will sense the lack of effort and click away. When viewers abandon the video early, your average view duration plummets. That low retention mathematically destroys your high RPM potential because YouTube immediately stops serving those lucrative mid-roll ads. In the storyteller play, the AI is essentially just your camera. The real competitive advantage is your human ability to pace the narrative and write a script that keeps people watching. This matrix now highlights our second model, the process play. This is an educational format that dissects complex routines and manufacturing methods. The required input here is creating clear voiceovers and custom animations that break down how things are made. You explain the logistics of the factory floor, heavy machinery operations, or chemical processes like gas manufacturing. The financial draw is significant. Advertisers in the B2B manufacturing and health sectors have massive budgets, making these some of the highest paying categories on the platform. You can apply this exact same educational format to the fitness niche, using animations to break down workout routines and biomechanics without ever needing a human presenter on screen. However, this model faces a severe and constant threat: YouTube's strict reused content policy. The platform actively hunts for low-effort repetition. If your animations look exactly like standard stock footage, or if your script doesn't add transformative educational value to the topic, the automated systems will flag your channel. Once you receive a reused content strike, demonetization strips away all of your AdSense revenue. It does not matter if your videos have accumulated millions of views, the income shuts off immediately. Entering these profitable educational niches requires customized, highly specific visual design. Mass-produced AI filler simply will not survive the monetization review process. This matrix finally shifts to the most heavily hyped strategy online, the arbitrage play, which centers entirely around short gadget review compilations. The workflow is incredibly simple. You download existing promotional videos directly from retail sites like Amazon, trim them down into rapid 3-minute lists, and layer a synthetic voiceover on top to explain the features. The appeal is that you bypass the grueling AdSense watch time requirements. By relying purely on affiliate links in the description and utilizing the YouTube shopping feature, you can theoretically start earning with just 500 subscribers. This funnel chart shows the exact math used to sell this idea. It maps out 600,000 views, filtering down to just 1,000 buyers. Even at a modest 5% commission rate on a pricey gadget, it shows a massive payout. What that math ignores is the fatal legal flaw at the core of the strategy. Downloading corporate promotional material and passing it off in your own video is a massive liability. By operating in this gray area, you leave your entire channel at the mercy of the original brands. At any moment, they can issue a copyright strike and force YouTube to take down your videos. This is not a sustainable digital asset. It is a fragile, high-risk hustle that essentially guarantees your channel will eventually be terminated. This AI viability test scorecard matches your risk tolerance. The opportunist column offers fast cash with zero original visuals, but it's a short-term churn and burn path. The brand builder column builds a defensible, long-term asset in the history or process niches. That requires treating your Faceless channel like a genuine production studio. You must prioritize deep research, factual accuracy, and seamless narrative flow above all else. Ultimately, AI is a powerful tool to eliminate the friction of being on camera, but it will never eliminate the essential work of actually creating value for your audience.